So when I arrived to US, I found a problem. To give you a better idea, I want you guys to close your eyes and to think about America, a land full of opportunities, with a lot of diversity, with 1 billion people and with 35 countries. Now you can open your eyes. I hope that you were thinking about America, the continent, and not the country. So good morning everyone. My name is Jafet Humberto Alfaro Sandi, and I have been studying abroad for 3 years. This is my third year. When I arrived to US, I found that many people use the term of America to refer to US. And at the time I found it interesting, but then I started thinking a bit more, and it is so harming. So let's talk about general definitions. What is a continent? Well, according to Cambridge Dictionary, a continent is a mass of land that is surrounded mainly by sea. So if you see America, it is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. And a country is a land that has its own government, its own army, its own borders, and is the case of United States. However, in English, America is used to describe both the country and the continent. So you might be thinking, okay, so why people call America America and why people call United States America? So we have to go back to the history. In 1500, there was this sailor called Amerigo Vespucci, and he was from Italy, right? Once he arrived to Brazil, and he discovered that it was a different continent. But when he goes back, no one believes him because people used to think that he just wanted to steal ideas from Columbus. Remember that at that time, Columbus used to think that the place that he found was India, but in fact it was not. And then later on, there was this cartographer, he was German, called Müller, and he said, okay, if Amerigo Vespucci found this place of the world, then we will give to this place the name of America because it is feminized, it sounds more beautiful, and why not? And then they found North America. I think Amerigo Vespucci found North America too, and then that's why the whole continent is called America. But then when the British came to America and then they did a colony, they started using American to refer to Americans, to refer to the people, to the native people here in US. That's why people start saying that Americans are from US. Now, knowing this, we can say, okay, how can we solve this? Well, it is kind of easy. We just have to improve the way that we talk. Use just 2 words. So you might be thinking, okay, United States is a big name for a country, right? How can we say that we are from this country without saying America? And that's a really good question. So let's see Bosnia and Herzegovina. It is a huge name too, and they call themselves Bosnians. Also Trinidad and Tobago. They are an island, and depending where they are located, they refer to their people as either Trinidadians or Tobogans. And so what happens with US? Well, there are certain words that can be used to describe US people. For example, Usonian, United Stations, or as I say, United States people, people from United States. Also, having a better understanding of the world will make it easier to know the difference between a country and a continent. I really encourage people to think that borders are just political but not social. And when we start to discover more about the world, when we start to discover more about what is outside those borders, we grow up too much as human beings. So I will encourage you guys to do that. Okay, so why it is a problem to call United States America? So language definitely shapes how we think and how we behave. So, for example, in Spanish, we say to refer to the sun, el sol, right? Which is a masculine subject. In German, we say die Sonne, which is a feminine object. So if you ask about the sun to someone that speaks Spanish, that person might say that the sun is something hot and something powerful, and if you ask to a German speaker about the sun, that person might say that it's something beautiful, something that brings light. That's why language shape how we behave and how we think. Just imagine if we start calling Germany Europe, or if we start calling China Asia. This will promote those countries, or this will influence those countries to think that they are superior. And in fact, because they are having the name of a whole continent to refer to their country. That's what happened in US, and that's why many people think that they are superior. And in fact, it is a loss of humanity when someone refers to United States as America. That person is creating a big harm. Okay, every time you say America to refer to United States, there is a lot of knowledge and a lot of culture that is disappearing. So who found the cacao and who found the chocolate? Yeah, it was the Mayas. Who found the drums? Yeah, the instrument that sounds so beautiful. It was the Incas. Also, who found the zero? It was the Mayas. And who found or who created terrace farming? It was the Incas. There is a lot of things that disappear every time you use the name of a continent to refer to a country, and that's why it is so problematic. So now let's start concluding. I talk about what is a country, uh, what is a continent, who was Americo Vespuccio, and why we call America America. I also talk about why is it a problem and how can we solve it. I hope that the next time that you are having a conversation with someone and that person refers to US as America, just stop that person, because that person is deleting a lot of our culture, a lot of our history, and a lot of our present. Thank you so much.